hopefully we'll keep feeling good. What's up? I'm JJ, and welcome to this video. In this video, we will be completing 2 orders. It is around 6 dozen cookies, 3 dozen each. And let's just start by going over what they are. I actually just finished cutting out the cookies for those. For the first order, we're continuing with the Thanksgiving theme. These are due at the end of this week, which is just before the week of Thanksgiving. Just before the week of Thanksgiving. They're actually due like beginning of the next week. She gave me a pretty wide window, so we have a little bit of wiggle room there, which is nice. I love her. She's a repeat customer, one of our best customers, really sweet. So she wants me to make 2 turkey boxes, which I didn't make any turkey boxes for my market, but I'm glad she asked me to make them because I really love them and I wasn't gonna make any, but now I am. So I'll insert a picture here of what they are supposed to look like from the cookie cutter box. And she said she wants them just like that. So they're honestly pretty simple, not too worried about it. And then she wants 2 of those, and then it's like, that's around 2 dozen. It's kind of weird because a couple of the cookies are like really small, and then some are big, and then just like kind of random sizes. But most of the cookies are like really simply decorated, so I don't think it'll take that long. And then she wants 1 dozen footballs. Footballs, pretty simple. I got an order from a new client for wedding shower cookies or bridal shower cookies. I made all those designs. I think I'm gonna have 7 different designs, which is kind of weird, but I guess it wouldn't have made a difference at all. I don't know. I'm always thinking about like how many extras should I do? Because usually I do like 1 of each design extra, but this time I was like, what if I just do the amount that I need, but then do 1 more design, because I had a lot of designs that I was choosing from, and so then we can just kind of go from there. You know what I mean? I don't know what's best. I don't know. But I have many different designs. He said it's kind of like a boho rustic theme. So I think we're just gonna do like 2 colors, white, and then like a tan. I think it'll be nice. So excited for those. And I will insert the footage of me cutting those out here. I had to make dough for that shenanigans that happened last week when I burnt the cookies, and then I had to make new dough, and I was extremely bummed when that happened because it took so much time out of what I was planning to do. But now I'm kind of reaping the benefits for that because I already had dough made and I was able to just roll it out. So I got that done. I got things for future weeks in the freezer, so I'm feeling good. But I always say that at the beginning of the week, and then by the end of the week, I'm not feeling so good, but hopefully we'll keep feeling good. Okay, let's go. And then, it is Monday night, and the only thing on the agenda tonight is to bake off the cookies that we need for the week, which is about 6 dozen, and color a little bit of icing. I'm done for the night. You saw all the cookies that I baked. I ended up actually only baking the cookies for one order because I know I want to do that order first so I can wait with that second order. And I just wanted to try to go to bed earlier. It's still pretty late, but significantly earlier than if I would have baked the other half of the cookies. And then as for colors, I really thought that I was only going to make one color tonight and then wait on the other colors, but I actually just ended up doing all those colors, so we kind of did things backwards from what I was originally intending, but that's fine. So here is what we have. For the first order that I'm going to work on, that's the bridal shower. I open this up. It's like boho. And then I took the crust color from my from my pie crust color and made it into a little bit better consistency for potential like piping purposes. Slightly darker than this one. It's a pretty monotone beige color palette, which I really love. I made all the colors for the turkeys. I also took the brown that I had left and made it a little bit darker, added some more, made it more of the darker brown that's in the picture. Same thing with the red. I think this should become a little bit more red, like maroon, overnight. That's what started it all. I was only gonna make the other color and then I was like, but I should make the red because red needs time to develop. And then I just did them all. So, did the red. Got more yellow. And then there's a teensy tiny bit of green. So I just did a little thing of that. This is actually way too much, but it's hard for me to make less than like 30 grams. It's so little. And that's it. You saw the cookies. Those are baked. Now I'm gonna clean up and go to bed. See you tomorrow. Welcome back. It's Tuesday night and it's time to start decorating our cookies. Firstly, I finished the last page of my notebook where I keep all my notes. So I need to get another one because honestly I fairly recently started keeping a notebook in general. Let's see, when was the first one? The beginning of May was the first order that I started. No wait, the end of April. I started keeping a notebook. Should have way before that. This is so helpful. It's incredible. So this one's pretty thin, so I'm gonna get one that's significantly thicker, I think. And I'm excited to do that. But for our order on this very last page, there are 3 dozen. That's a good number of cookies. But I really only have today, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, and the next day, Thursday, because I'm really not sure yet if he needs them Friday sometime or Saturday morning. So I'm just going based off of Friday. So if that's the case, then Thursday night is the latest that I can be decorating. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that only gives 2 days. So I need to do at least a dozen per night. But most things that I do take more than one night because of like small details and things. So I would like to get at least half of them basically all decorated except for the small details. And then tomorrow night we can do the other half, and then the next night we can do like the final details. These do not need to be wrapped, so I'm not super worried about that. I have 7 designs, so I can't really have half of that. So maybe if we shoot for 4. Okay, I think we got this. think I actually got more done than I was hoping. I don't know, it's hard to tell because I didn't actually do any of the details, but I did get the base layer of outline and blood done on all of them except for one design. Because just looking at the designs, most of the writing that I have is going to be like really thin, except for that one design. So I left that one to all do tomorrow. And then the others I should also be able to do tomorrow. So I think that's good. Hard to tell. Oh, I'm gonna turn this off. I was on the struggle bus at the beginning because for some reason my white was like super thin. And I had already used some of it. I don't remember. I used white like more than anything, obviously, so like, when did I use it last? When did I use it last? Not in turkeys. I don't know. I don't remember when I used it last, but it was super, super thin and it kept flooding over like insanely. So finally, I should have, after like 2 cookies of it doing that, because I had so much of it. But I kept trying to work with it and I had to scrape a bunch of cookies and oh my gosh, that was so annoying. But eventually I finally gave in and I just mixed some more up and mixed that into it and made it significantly thicker. So other than that, everything went pretty well. I did pretty much run out of this. So maybe I need to start estimating slightly more because this has happened several times now. And I swear, I feel like I haven't run out of icing like this in forever, and now I've done it like a few times. Or maybe I just happen to be using like bigger cookies. I am using pretty big cookies. I don't know. I don't know. But that's not a big deal because I do kind of have these where I could use like either color and kind of using a mix of colors on each design, so it's not a big deal that I ran out. I don't have to make any more. That's the absolute worst thing, is running out when you have to like color match the exact same color that you mixed before. That's so difficult to get right. So I don't have to do that. And it would be even more annoying because I did use up every single last bit of this icing. So next time I need to color some icing, I'll have to make some more. Which again, I go through a lot of icing. Maybe I should make more icing. I think this is like the perfect amount of icing. I feel, maybe not. Anyway, I don't think that I'll need to color any more icing this week. So we'll leave that for next week, hopefully. Now it is time for bed. It is, looks like 1:07. Pretty late, but not as late as some nights, so I'm okay with that. Also, earlier I know I said I have 3 days to work on these, but I also have like a whole nother order, which it's a really simple order, but still, it's still a good number of cookies. I think theoretically I would work on these tonight, these tomorrow night, and then both the next night, and then hopefully finish up those other ones the next night. We'll go with that for now. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. A discovery. As I was cleaning up, guess what I found? This. An entire other bag of icing. There are 4 cookies that now I'm like, should I redo those? Because I really would like them to be in this color. And I feel like I should. So I'm gonna go do that. And then I'm gonna go to bed. no intro for today. As you can see, I'm currently in the middle of revamping my space a little bit. Hopefully that video is already out. I have already finished all of my decorating for the night, and it went incredibly well. I think I'm done with that first set of cookies, which I truly was not expecting. There are a couple that I might look at tomorrow and see if there's anything else I want to add, because they are pretty simple, but I kind of like them simple, and my client said that simple was okay. So I think we're done. Because of that, and in general, I am baking some other cookies for the other order so I can get started on those, because I do like to, if I can, bake them the night prior, because I've heard that it helps with butter bleed. I don't really know if that's true. I've never had a problem with butter bleed. Figured why not? Why not actually? Because it's late. But I have some other things that I need to do tonight besides all this, like clean my living room. So I'm gonna get on that while my cookies bake. See you back here tomorrow and we'll get started on the other set for the week.